already taste it. So, for everyone listening, we want you to try this challenge. Describe your favorite meal in English. What ingredients do you use? How does the food taste?
Yes, leave your answers in the comments below. We can't wait to read about your favorite dishes. And don't forget to practice using new words and phrases in your next cooking conversation.
Absolutely. And before we end, we have a little surprise for you. Next time, we'll be talking about eating out. What to say when you go to a restaurant in English. It's going to be a great episode, so make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Keep cooking, keep learning, and enjoy every bite.
See you next time. Bye, everyone. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to English Conversations with Belly and Mark. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We're so happy to have you with us today.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. Today's episode is going to be delicious because we're talking about something everyone loves, cooking. Whether you're a beginner or just want to practice your English, today's podcast is full of useful vocabulary and phrases for all things cooking.
Absolutely. We'll be diving into everything from simple kitchen words to how to talk about your favorite recipes. And trust me, we've got a little surprise at the end, so stick around. You won't want to miss it.
Oh, I'm excited about that surprise, Belly. But first, let's start with a fun question for everyone. What's your favorite dish to cook and why? Let us know in the comments below.
I'd love to hear what you all cook at home. I think cooking is a way to show love, don't you?
Definitely. Cooking is something that brings people together. All right, Belly, let's start with the basics. Kitchen vocabulary. What are the most important words to know when you're in the kitchen?
Great question. Let's start with some of the most common kitchen tools. For example, the knife, spoon, fork, and plate. These are the basic tools for eating. But in cooking, we also use things like pots, pans, cutting boards, and mixing bowls.
Yeah, and don't forget about the stove and the oven. Those are essential when you want to cook something hot. The stove is where you heat up food on top, and the oven is where you bake things like cookies or pizza.
Exactly. And then there are all the ingredients we use to make a dish. For example, flour, sugar, salt, and butter. These are common ingredients in many recipes. You can mix them to make cakes or cookies.
Speaking of which, I just remembered the last time I tried making cookies. They didn't turn out too well. I forgot to put in the baking powder, and the cookies were flat like pancakes.
Oh no, Mark, that happens to the best of us. But you know what? Even if it didn't come out perfect, at least you tried. Cooking is all about experimenting and learning from mistakes.
You're right, Belly. And that brings me to another important thing to know. Cooking verbs. For example, you boil water, you fry eggs, you bake a cake, and you grill vegetables. Let's practice those verbs together.
Great idea. I'll say the verb and you can repeat it after me. Ready? Boil, fry, bake, grill.
Nice job, everyone. So let's talk about some cooking methods and when to use them. If you're cooking pasta, you boil it. If you're making scrambled eggs, you fry them in a pan. If you want to make a cake, you bake it in the oven. And if you're cooking meat, you might grill it on a barbecue.
Exactly. Cooking is all about the method. And don't forget that some foods can be steamed or roasted too. For example, you steam vegetables like broccoli and you roast potatoes in the oven to make them crispy and golden.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Okay, let's move on to a fun part of cooking, describing food. We all have our favorite flavors, right? Some people love food that's sweet, others like spicy, and some prefer salty flavors.
Yes. So let's practice those taste adjectives. You might hear these when someone describes their food. Sweet, like a chocolate cake or a ripe peach. Spicy, like chili or curry. Salty, like French fries or potato chips. And bitter, like dark chocolate or coffee.
Right, and there's also sour, like a lemon or vinegar, and umami, which is a savory flavor, like in soy sauce or mushrooms. It's fun to describe food like this because it helps you talk about your preferences and understand what you like to eat.
Exactly. So now let's move on to a recipe. When we cook, we follow a recipe to make sure we get everything right. For example, in my favorite recipe for pasta carbonara, the ingredients are spaghetti, eggs, cheese, and bacon. You mix everything together in the right order, and it's delicious.
That sounds so good. I love pasta too. One of my favorite things to make is tacos. You need tortillas, ground beef, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and sour cream. You just put everything together in the tortilla and enjoy.
Yum! Tacos are easy to make and super tasty. But cooking doesn't always have to be about big meals. Sometimes we just want a simple snack. I love making toast with butter and jam. It's a quick and satisfying snack.
Oh, I do that too. And when I'm feeling lazy, I'll just have peanut butter and bread. It's easy and delicious.
And don't forget about ice cream for dessert. That's one of my favorite things after dinner.
Me too, Belly. I'm definitely having ice cream later. Now, let's talk about something a bit tricky: cooking measurements. Sometimes you need to know how much of an ingredient to use. For example, you might need a cup of flour, a tablespoon of sugar, or 2 teaspoons of salt.
That's right. It's important to know measurements when you follow a recipe. And if you don't have the right measuring cup, don't panic. You can always use substitutes. For example, if you don't have buttermilk, you can use regular milk with a little bit of vinegar.
That's a great tip. Cooking is all about being flexible and making it work with what you have. Okay, so let's move on to a fun exercise. Imagine you're cooking dinner for your friends. What would you make and how would you describe the food in English?
All right, let's do it. If I'm cooking dinner for friends, I might make spaghetti with meatballs. I'll boil the pasta, fry the meatballs, and mix them with tomato sauce. Then I'll add some grated cheese on top. It's delicious, tender, and savory.
That sounds amazing. I think I'll make my tacos with grilled chicken, fresh tomatoes, and creamy sour cream. It's spicy, crispy, and tangy, perfect for a fun dinner.
That sounds delicious, Mark. I can already taste it. So, for everyone listening, we want you to try this challenge. Describe your favorite meal in English. What ingredients do you use? How does the food taste?
Yes, leave your answers in the comments below. We can't wait to read about your favorite dishes. And don't forget to practice using new words and phrases in your next cooking conversation.
Absolutely. And before we end, we have a little surprise for you. Next time, we'll be talking about eating out. What to say when you go to a restaurant in English. It's going to be a great episode, so make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Keep cooking, keep learning, and enjoy every bite.
See you next time. Bye, everyone. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to English Conversations with Belly and Mark. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We're so happy to have you with us today.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. Today's episode is going to be